Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're getting into a concept that is so often misunderstood: detachment.
It really is.
And we're not talking about, being cold or apathetic. We're talking about the strategic, really valuable kind you find in ancient wisdom and, surprisingly, modern therapy.
Exactly. Our mission today is to draw a really clear line between toxic emotional avoidance, which
Mhm.
is all about just suppressing distress, and healthy non-attachment.
Which is more of a conscious tool.
It is. It's a powerful, objective state you can use to, well, to regulate your emotions and hold your boundaries.
Okay, so let's unpack that. Where do we start on the clinical side? I'm thinking metacognitive therapy and detached mindfulness, or DM.
Yes, perfect place to start. DM is seen as absolutely critical because it's the direct antidote to something called the cognitive attentional syndrome.
The CAS, that's that loop of worry and rumination.
That's the one, the relentless mental engine that just keeps spinning. DM is designed to stop that engine, but not by force. It does it by changing how you relate to your thoughts in the first place.
So how does that shift happen in like a real moment of anxiety?
It comes down to two things: meta-awareness and something called cognitive decentering.
Decentering.
Yeah. So imagine a thought like, I'm going to fail this,
Hmm?
is just a cloud passing in the sky of your mind. Decentering is seeing it as just that, a temporary mental event,
Not a fact.
not a fact, not a command you have to act on, just a piece of mental weather passing by.
And this is where it gets so interesting because there's a huge warning label on this technique. You can't use it to try and control the clouds.
No, absolutely not. That's the paradox. The moment you use DM with the goal of suppressing a thought or forcing your mind to be blank,
You're just feeding the pattern.
you're feeding it, you're giving it energy.
The
This ties in perfectly with another approach, acceptance and commitment therapy.
ACT, the third wave of therapy,
Right, and ACT brings in this core idea of experiential avoidance.
which is basically the fight we have with our own internal feelings.
Exactly. It's that constant, often unconscious struggle to get rid of sadness or anxiety or a bad memory. ACT makes this incredible case that the avoidance itself is what creates the disorder.
So the attempt to not feel bad is what makes you feel worse.
You got it. You have to learn to accept the discomfort is there and not try to delete it.
It's amazing how this modern clinical view really just mirrors ancient wisdom.
Let's pivot to the philosophical side, like the Bhagavad Gita. The Gita gives us a kind of blueprint for this, a sort of spiritual emotional intelligence. It has these two incredible actionable principles.
Okay, what's the first one?
Nikama karma. It means action, but without attachment to the results of the action.
So you focus on the work itself, not whether you're going to win or lose.
Precisely. It shifts all your energy onto the effort. Your motivation becomes internal, which makes you so much more resilient. And the second principle is samatva.
Equanimity.
Yes, staying balanced and steady whether you get praised or criticized. It's the ultimate emotional shock absorber.
This sounds an awful lot like Stoicism, but there's always that criticism that Stoicism is just, a man-up philosophy.
And that's the popular caricature. But it's not true Stoicism at all. Real Stoicism isn't about forced indifference. You look at someone like Nelson Mandela in prison.
Right.
That was a deep, rational acceptance of what he could not control. He used virtue as his anchor, not some impossible attempt to suppress all his emotions, which always fails in the end.
So the common thread here, whether it's therapy or philosophy, is that true detachment is not about feeling less.
Exactly right. It's an active choice. You're choosing to change the style of your thinking.
From being tangled up in it to just observing it.
From reactive engagement to detached observation. And that's what frees up your mental energy to focus on what actually matters to you.
The insight then is that you aren't the thought. You're the one who notices the thought.
That's the whole game.
So to leave you with a final thought, think about one belief that's causing you stress right now. Now ask yourself, is that really an objective fact? Or is it maybe just an unhelpful mental event that you're choosing to engage with?